Welcome to 360 Coaching with Premier Teaching and Learning. I'm Cassandra Williams. I'm very excited you are here because I have a wonderful team for you. I was able to reach in and reach out to some of my colleagues and friends and just say, hey, I want to provide free professional development. And they jumped on board. They were just as excited as I were. So I hope you guys are able to get some great tips from my colleagues and friends, and hopefully it'll spark the imagination to create, I guess, what the future looks like for education. To tell you a little bit about me, my name is Cassandra Williams. I'm the host for your summit this year. I developed a system called the Instructional coaching system that supports teachers throughout the year and throughout their learning and their career. To tell you a little bit about what this summit has to offer and just my personal background, I'm a what you call scholar practitioner, and I love change. And so some of the future that I see coming into our school systems or are supporting students throughout the year are through tolerance, right? Seeking to understand and creative active listeners, as well as social emotional learning. We have to meet the needs of our students in our current context, and innovation, using technology and transferring knowledge and being able to think globally when it comes to supporting our students. I want to say, and I want to express how Black Lives Matter and police brutality Trayvon Martin has been at the center of this fuel for being seen, voices being heard, and just being at the table. So now you start seeing people like Target, singing the rally cry for Black Lives Matter. But we gotta also remember this is our current context. This is where our students are and where our students are coming from. And it's important that we educate ourselves to make sure that we inform the next generation of learners. I say our current context is clear, but what we also have to realize is how are we serving our families? I remember a school in Virginia was really talking about things that they do in wraparound services, and what they do is interview every student, parent, anybody who crosses their school door and being able to support them in ways they can. And I thought this was a great way to engage the family, to let them know that we're on their team, and to allow the students with supports that they need prior instead of being proactive instead of being reactive. I keep saying social justice lens because that's kind of where we're coming from. And so when we think of tolerance.org and what are our lenses, our biases, and we have to reconcile with our current biases and privileges and move forward and support our students in that current context. So I constantly say, continuously educate yourself on what are the lenses that you see and you view the world, and how we can teach our students about identifying their voice and their lens through the world. Sometimes when I think about our current practices, I often think there's so many things that we can do to inform our teachers, inform our staff, and our stakeholders with what we bring. And we could do that through facial expressions, but we can do that through everyday greetings and changing the culture of our school. So identify some areas in your school where you think, wow, we can really do a great morning message, or our secretary can welcome anybody who comes to the school with a smiling face and, hey, we're so excited to have you here, and know a little bit about them to continuously put emotional deposits in their bank accounts by just have them being aware and celebrating them for coming to school and just being excited. But we know with the current context and online learning is going to be a challenge, but I encourage teachers and educators to dig deeper and continuously mark when we see student success and highlight and celebrate through our online platforms, especially if we're going online learning for the fall. Dive into innovation. And it's okay to have our students at the table. Identify ways, best practices. When it comes to innovation and then when it comes to change, we are going to have to think differently when it comes to online learning and engagement, because those are going to be the pillars that are going to be the success in our schools. And now I think about now. What are we doing to change our paradigm? The paradigm has changed. How are we identifying students and their passions and pushing them to be their best self? fostering collaboration, encouraging just intrinsic motivation for students to want to learn and grow themselves. I hope this helps you take away something that sparks the imagination for our next generation. Last but not least, welcome. Welcome to Educational Innovation 360. I hope that my friends and my colleagues are able to give you what you need to start the school year. I think we can all be our best selves this year. So good luck for the school year. Good luck for the fall. And I will see you in social media. I'll see you in email. So make sure you respond and tell me what are your big takeaways from our key stakeholders, and just what have you learned and what are you willing to take on for the new year. So once again, welcome to the summit. Welcome to the EI360 Culture and Climate, and just welcome to the love of learning. Bye for now.